that's really necessary. Get to messing like a secretary, boy, I'm legendary. When I'm dead and buried, still be kicking flavor in the cemetery. Trap music originator, fresh off of my hiatus. Yelling you to all my haters, they skywalk, I'm Darth Vader. Promise I don't give a about them, let them out 20 red, tell them you don't need none. Yup, like and the can't go enter. New Cadillac with an all-go hammer. Long as I remember out of Atlanta, I can give a about a dog. Cause I'm used to getting things from a text, so I can't set numbers in the hood, do what I say, do. Tell break bread, a fake dead, a bit, they hate that. 50 million a year, die to make that middle.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Gotta go. Lock in.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Come on, gotta go.
Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly
I don't want to know.
that. That's what they
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's going to launch this thing into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the rookie out of Georgia, Sony Michel, looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Let's go! 54!
They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. On play action, it's Brady. Throw to the right, taken in by Berrios. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that all down, to show respect to him. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This is West. Down right around the 25. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty.
20.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. Allen's got it over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 3rd down, it's West. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Charkandrick West, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Pats have taken the early lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Lock in.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Trubisky. He's going to sling this deep downfield. This is intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They begin here with a run by West. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And Philip Dorsett holds it in. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Charkandrick West with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Finding Gabriel, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears first down.
Hey, gotta go.
On first down, Trubisky. Dancing to his left. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. They'll run it down out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Let's go, we're on the ball. Hurry. Red, up.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Going up top. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And this will be taken at the 13. Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at about the 32. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It was the linebacker, Leonard Floyd, on the stop.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On play action, now Brady. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. A nice little juke. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Come on, come on. Lock in, lock in.
This is Howard on second down. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. On third down, it's Cohen. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On second down, here's Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. It's Burton. And he's going to be taken down deep into Patriot territory. A huge play there for Chicago. 58 yards. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Let's go, run the ball. Blue, blue, blue.
Trubisky with a give to Howard, and that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 2, now third down. The Bears on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Again, it's Howard, and they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence, because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Mostert now to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The drive begins with a handoff to West. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. They'll run it with West. And he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's West. And not much running room. Down to the 32. A gain of 3, second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now they'll throw with Brady. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Bears have cut it to within a score. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Mostert now to return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll run again here with West. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. On 3rd down, that's West. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. And they'll run it here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On the handoff, it's Michelle. They find some open field here. Oh, now he bowls him over. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
When big runs occur, sometimes there's a sense that things were pretty easy, and that one carried them down inside the 10. But getting into the end zone now, that won't be easy at all because you're going to face different defenses and not as much real estate to work with. Will they be able to run it, or will they have to throw it in order to try and score?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. He's going to get it running right. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They come out here in the eye. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Onto the field now come the Bears. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Here's Trubisky. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. The Bears on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. Fighting down past the 45. Whoa! It still won't go down. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup. It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. Here's Trubisky to throw. And this one is incomplete. He was looking for the tight end, Adam Shaheen, that time. And it's 3rd down. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it. They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Howard. And down inside the 15 he goes. They give him 12 yards and a 1st down. Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes. They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again. And Parkey's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step. There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. The field goal we just saw has this now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful. Blood pressure up a little bit, you think? I think up a lot of it. Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? Might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball. But here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that. And that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
72.
Now a handoff looking right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Now Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Allen. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
All right, here we go. Let's go. Sugar.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. Room to run past midfield. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This is taken at his 4. Gets past one man. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
Hurry, hurry.
Play action. It's Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now it's Trubisky. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Gotta go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days. Offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down. The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee.
Point 20! Point 20! 380 head!
The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get